top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha macha with it, rocking black clothes. Whipping around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, Mitch Wishnowsky is Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Burrow. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Broncos.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
36 on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Burrow's pass. Caught by number
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll run on first down. It's Harmon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Burrow going to try and run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
The pass. Brought down at the 23-yard line. Brings up second down.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Intended for Dion.
Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys that can step in and play right away, which is exactly what you want. But they also drafted for the future as well. They got some guys who might need a year or two on the practice squad, so then we'll find out if they can actually play.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
The 12-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Carry for the running
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Third and goal, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
set bid. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into passing in the running game.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And it's complete. Hooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
3rd and goal from the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they had a nice little drive going last time. threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Smith catches left side. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 2.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. He can really smell 800 catches right now, because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Got an open man, it's Harmon.
Burrow.
He needed a yard, that's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Denver.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Mayfield's pass.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On first down, Harmon. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 30.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Taken down.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever...
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harmon, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And he slings one that's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Mayfield's pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The Browns take over first.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Mayfield down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Denver's offense ready to go again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And 3 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 3.
On third down, Harmon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
36 on the
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Third down.
On third down, Burrow. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well,
plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And caught. Right side, Green. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
You know, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, the Browns are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal.
Third and goal.
Now Mayfield on third and goal to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on fourth and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want.
Chandler Catanzaro lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Burrows.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harmon.
Burrows.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Broncos 14.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town.